legend in lane 2 in heat 1 to another Jamaican legend in heat 2 in lane 2. Fraser-Pryce bidding for a 5th world title at 100 metres, the 3rd fastest in history and the quickest woman in the world this year. Her longevity is staggering when you think she became the Olympic champion for the first time in 2008.
She, you know what, I love just watching her and her energy.
I know that face. He used to run against you and Thomas. I see you.
Daryll Neita. She's in lane 5, part of that bronze medal winning quartet last year in Tokyo. She's now in that sub 11 second club, and there's a real composure to Daryll Neita. I get the feeling she's no longer running in the shadow of Fraser-Pryce, of Asher Smith. She's very definitely her own woman, and she beat Gina at the British Champs, and in some style.
That gives you confidence too, going forward.
10-day championship here at Haywood Field. It's going.
So 11:02 for Sharika Jackson in the first heat. What response do we get from one of the greatest of all time, the defending champion, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, going in 2?
Wind speed readings at the moment are favourable for Pryce.
So many years, so many races. Those hips have swayed from left to right as she attempts to keep herself composed and focused on the job in hand. That reception tells you not only are there a fair number of Jamaicans in the crowd, it tells you there's a huge amount of global respect for Fraser-Pryce. She's in 2. G of China in 3. Clark of St Kitts and Nevis in lane 4. How many great sprinters have emerged since the days of Kim Collins? Daryll Neita, Olympic finalist last year, broken into that sub 11 second club and has done so again this year. Awolo of Sierra Leone goes in 6th. Lückenkemper, season's best, winning the national title, former European bronze medalist over 200 metres. And outside her, Tanya Gaither, who may have taken some motivation from her compatriot Anthony Strawn making it through from heat 1. Gaither was a world finalist over the 200 metres twice, in London and in Doha, now at the age of 29, just about at the peak of her powers. So watch for her trying to get one of the 2nd and 3rd place finishes if Fraser-Pryce dominates, as she has done all the way through this season. The fastest woman in the world this year, the defending champion, an icon of our sport, will be far right of picture, lane 1 not being used in these 7 heats of the women's 100 metres. Fraser-Pryce on the right in lane 2. She normally starts brilliantly. She's got out well, but so too has G of China. Now Fraser-Pryce coming into her running. Daryll Neita is going with her. Lückenkemper trying to come through for 3rd and does so. Watch the clock. 10.87. Wow.
That was very relaxed. Once again, she did not get out the blocks. That's not a Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce get out. It's a controlled get out, control the race, and she shut down.
Wow. 10 point, I'm just looking to see whether that's getting rounded up or down. 10.87. Daryll Neita, therefore, would have also come home inside 11 seconds. She has. She's clapping herself because that's a season's best at 10.95. Good run as well by Lückenkemper because she was under a little bit of pressure from Guy out of her peripheral vision because the Chinese runner started so well, although she faded to outside the top 4. But Guy gets out. No problem for Fraser-Pryce on the right. How good was that?
She is just very relaxed. You see as she's coming through, she's just pulling down, nice and relaxed front side mechanics, but she's not straining. Good race for Neita. Now that's a controlled 1087. Watch her start. She works out. She's not concerned about that. She has the start. Now she's trying to work her finish. What you've been seeing her do all year is run some 200s to get some strength because she's known to get out for 60, 65 meters. And she wants to be able to control the race after that. Nice and controlled.
100 meters semi-finals of that coming up.
That's poetry in motion, to be honest.
In a moment of brilliance that reaffirmed her legendary status, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce once again took center stage during Heat 2 of the women's 100 meters at the 2022 World Championships in Oregon. Long heralded as one of the greatest sprinters in history, she showcased why her name remains synonymous with excellence in track and field. Her display of speed, finesse, and unshakable focus was a testament to her continued reign over the event. Slotted into lane 2, Fraser-Pryce exuded quiet determination as she approached the blocks. Though her initial reaction was slightly less explosive than usual, she quickly found her rhythm, transitioning into full flight with measured power and mechanical precision. Crossing the line in 10.87 seconds, she left little doubt as to who owned the race. What stood out most was her apparent ease. Her run looked like a comfortable rehearsal rather than an all-out sprint. Behind her, a new generation continued to rise. Daryll Neita of Great Britain delivered a personal season highlight, posting a sharp 10.95 to claim second, a time that confirmed her growing reputation on the international stage. Germany's Gina Lückenkemper fought hard to secure third, surging in the final meters with grit and technical strength. Fraser-Pryce's brilliance is more than a matter of raw speed, it lies in her longevity and adaptability. From seizing Olympic gold in 2008 to dominating nearly a decade and a half later, she has continually evolved, outlasting countless rivals. Her occasional forays into the 200 meters further underline her versatility and unmatched staying power. Oregon was merely another page in her storied 2022 season, a year in which she captured both the 100m and 200-meter titles at the World Championships. That feat further cemented her status as a complete sprinter. Jamaica's sweep of the women's 100-meter podium, led by Fraser-Pryce, with Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shericka Jackson following, served as a powerful reminder of the island's sprinting supremacy. As the athletics world looks toward 2025, anticipation builds for what lies ahead. Rising talents like Tina Clayton are beginning to shine, ushering in a new wave of Jamaican speed. Yet whispers of Fraser-Pryce's retirement hang heavy in the air. Her eventual exit will mark the end of an era, but the path she blazed will light the way forward for years to come. With the indoor season on the horizon, seasoned champions and hungry newcomers will soon face off in what promises to be a thrilling cycle of competition. Regardless of who dominates next, the blueprint laid by Fraser-Pryce remains unmatched. Her legacy, carved through years of discipline, elegance, and explosive performance, continues to be the gold standard for aspiring greats.